Let there be carnage, everybody. Hi. This is a champion that maybe I don't know why Kabam gave, like, CCP members were able to review a champion. I had a bit of time, actually had like about a couple of hours to play around with the champion. And I'll tell you what, he is pretty darn impressive. I don't know if he's putting in pre-release bundles, by the way. You don't have to go out and get pre-release bundles. It's completely up to you. But there's a lot of things I liked about this champion, especially from a point of view of Carnage is now as a 7-star champion ongoing. He do be good with the rotation. So, what I've got with this champion and what I've got on my mastery set is a Liquid Courage Double-Edged Mastery, which is going to be seen in the footage. This is what I've got. This is the setup here with this. This is on my beta test. I've also got the champion set up with the Venom Relic. Why? The Venom Relic applies for each unique buff on the champion, inflict an indefinite bleed vulnerability passive, increasing the potency of future bleed effects by X% depending on the rarity of it. This means that where a lot of people may go down the route of, I don't know, the Thor Relic, I prefer the Venom Relic for this because the champion has bleeds. The rotation I'm going to be opting for with Carnage as a 6-star rank 3 champion is an SP3 rotation. This is to get, without recoiling that much, access to a mutation buff, which will allow me to copy the kind of you could do this off of I think it's like it's part of the passive ability, which is when he gains Carnage gains 50% additional power from striking his opponent. It's reduced by 25% per mutant. Not that one, sorry. Is it on Ravager? It might be on Ravager. It's somewhere on the system with it. I thought that it was it's special attack. Sorry. Special attacks. Each time Carnage activates a special attack, he begins to mutate. It's off special attacks. I do SP3 because I don't want to lose any of my health, especially for long haul fights, which you're going to see in the Star-Lord fight in a moment. How the champion works, if you don't know, is that if you end on a certain type of move, which you can see on screen, there it is, and I'm going to be opting for more of the end with a medium, the mutation buff is going to go around, and whatever, Fury, Cruelty, I don't know, what's the other one, Physical Resistance, passive is there, it will then convert into a full buff, an indefinite full buff. So that's what you're going to see in the footage. I'm opting for the Fury one, and that's mainly to increase attack, which I think plays into the extent of damage my bleeds do, as well as the Venom Relic. I could be wrong with that point about it affecting the bleeds. I think it is. Anyway, my rotation will be the SP3, which is 100% chance to inflict bleed, dealing 29,896.5 direct damage over 30 seconds. That is a meaty amount of damage right there, and you're just going to see some incredible numbers of just like the health bar is just going like this. Yeah, it does mean that I have to SP3 rotate several times in order to mitigate the damage that will be taken from recoiling. But I tell you what, it was fun to dust off the cobwebs of this champion and play it. So anyway, without further ado, let's showcase some footage and I'll talk a bit more about my rotation and what I'm doing damage-wise. Right, we're going to kick things off with a little Captain Marvel fight. So Captain Marvel, the rotation here, as I'm going to explain or have explained, is that trying to get yourself up, and it's great, SP3 rotation is needed because if I was doing an SP1 to get the mutation buff, which I'm going to point out in a minute, it would be that I'd be recoiling all the time. But just how the masteries are set, if I didn't have the masteries, then of course different. You can see right there, top left-hand corner, I see I've got the Fury passive. Now I've got the, what is it called, Physical Resistance up. And that, I think I got something in at the last minute, and it didn't do the right one. I think it's, because it's not the cruelty, the precision. Anyway, from a point of rotation, we treat this footage as rotation. So you can see I've already out-damaged the champion. And I think this is the thing that frustrated me and thought I'm going to have to go into Labyrinth of Legends here because I'm not able to build what the champion's all about with the build. You can see there I built a physical resistance buff and the fight's over because I've out-damaged. Okay, so now we're going to get into the footage for against Star-Lord. This is better because at least I can showcase you like in a more efficient way of how I'm planning to build up my attack based on the Fury buff. So you can see the passives in the top left-hand corner, they are, I've got precision passive right there, and then it changed to a fury passive because I'm ending the attacks in different things. Now I did scoot the fight along a bit, and the reason I've done that is because I want to kind of like, it's a long fight, it's a long 3-minute fight, but it's low hits, which is good. It's like what I think we end on 168 hits, spoiler alert. But the main thing you can see in top left hand corner is I've built up, hitting a medium or finished on a medium, and I'm holding back. So that mutant buff, there we go, has just switched over, and now I have 3 fury buffs, and I'm going to repeat the process, and this is what I'm doing to increase the process. You can see as well the bleed effects are actually increasing as well. That venom relic is helping out, that the striker, and of course the relic itself. SP3 is now locked in, 112 hits is in the counter. We're then going to build up again the yellow dots on the screen. Now it's gone because, hey, that's MCOC. But you can see the mutation buff is now going to switch over to another fury buff. Again, we're increasing the damage and the rotation. I'm doing SP3s because I would recoil with doing an SP1. You can SP1 and rotate and build your fury buffs quicker, yes. But the main thing about me pointing out this particular video is the venom relic prevalence and potency, and of course like just a SP3 rotation, which of course if you're a non Suicide Masteries, a Liquid Courage Double Edge person, and Recoil Mastery, you won't have any problems. You'll just SP1, build your mutant buff, and be like, I'm building fury buffs left, right, and center. But look at that. That was just incredible. Could it be done with lower? More than likely. But do you want to get that meaty bleed damage? Well, SP3 rotation may be for you. That was a lot of fun. I really did enjoy that one. Well, damn, that was a lot of fun. I had a great time utilizing this champion for that particular fight. Fighter, Realm of Legends, and as well the Labyrinth of Legends fight, which I preferred the most. The reason it was better with the Labyrinth of Legends fight is that I was able to rotate without doing so much damage. I was over damaging and wasn't able to get to my SP3 rotations to activate the extended amounts of fury buffs because the hit pool of the champion was they're so low. 500k I think it is in Realm of Legends versus about 5 mil plus with something like Labyrinth of Legends. It gave a great opportunity. Why wouldn't I use it in something like Abyss? Well, I could have used it in Abyss, but I think that the access to my power isn't going to be as prevalent as it was. I think my power will probably be taken away from me, and the champion would be better if I didn't have the recoil mastery on it, just so that it didn't feel like I was forced to do an SP3 rotation. Otherwise, I would have SP1 rotated, built up those fury buffs in like that, which I'm sure a lot of people will go non-recoil masteries and Liquid Courage Double Edge, and wouldn't SP3, they would SP1 rotate or SP2 rotate versus me doing an SP3 rotation. It's just a mitigating factor when you've got that particular mastery set on. But regardless, wow. A lot of damage, really fun, and yeah, it's up to you if you want to get the bundles. You don't have to, you might get this champion for free. Command may put it out for free, I don't know, but yeah, that was fun. What are your thoughts on the champion? And check it out in the link in, no, not link in description. Check out some other content located on the screen, wrong thing.